When you say you have a passion for comedy, it means you are performing it. All right. If I tell you, oh, I have a passion to be a presenter, it means that you should be ready to show something. All right. That you, or show someone, or show, basically, have something to show that you love something. Let me ask you a very interesting rhetorical question here. If I meet you today and I tell you, tell me about your passion, what do you love to do? And you say, I love to cook. I am a great chef. There is nothing I cannot make in this world. And I say, okay, do you have a business page? And you say, yes, I have a business page. Then you take me to your business page, or you send me your business page. And what I see on your business page are beautiful pictures of you in the beach. I just see beautiful pictures of you in the beach. Today you're wearing one red gown. I don't know why you're wearing gown to the beach, but okay. The next day you wear one, one short jean, and you have one cocktail. But those are the pictures. Like, the pictures are really mind blowing. Like, they are really mind blowing pictures. There would be a very confusing thought process in my head, and the first thought process would be, I thought she said she loves to cook. Is she cooking for the mermaids? Like, what is she? What is she doing? Where's the food? What is she cooking here? The reason is because it is one thing to say with your mouth what you love to do, but sadly, it is not your mouth that people want to take, as a sign that you really love whatever you do. If you say you love to play football, I want to see you play football. If you say you love presenting, I want to see you present. I am not asking you to present on the biggest scale. I am not asking you to be the best right now. I am just saying I want to see. All right. And it is very important that we understand that proof is the vehicle to move from passion to partnership. And no one would believe you if you don't have proof. All right. Now, that is just the basics of having it. Right now, when you have, so what does it mean to have proof? Proof means that you're basically showing something. All right. Now, based on my experience, I have realized that there are a couple of interesting places to have materials to show whatever you can do. And I'll tell you the ones I remember right now. If there is any other one that comes to mind, I would mention it as well. Now, listen, when you start whatever thing you love to do, whatever passion you love to do, let it be obvious on social media. Now, the reason why is because social media today, in today's world, is one of the first places people want to check. All right. They want to be sure. For example, if I tell someone that, oh, I am a comedian, I know how to crack jokes. All right. And the person says, oh, prove it. I may not be able to crack a joke right now or that moment. But if I had a video to show on my Instagram, I can easily share the link to the person to say, check it out. All right. So it's important that you actually put out content on your social media, whatever plan, whatever thing you do. If you're a presenter, you don't have to wait till you have a production house or a production company. All you have to do is present in your house, on your streets. Do a vox pop. Now, for those of you that don't know what vox pops are, it basically means you go on the street, you ask people questions. Now, I know there is something that the brain does, and this is the first assignment to you or for you. There is something that your brain does, and you have to kill that idea. That's the first thing your brain does to you, is to give you more than 15 solid reasons why you should not do it. 15 solid reasons. It's the power of the brain. The moment the brain realizes that you want to stress it by doing what you don't used to do, the brain will give you 15 solid reasons. And what I mean solid, these are valid reasons. For example, after this masterclass, some of you will be so fired up. You'll be like, you know what? I need to take my passion to partnership. I need to start posting on my social media. And he said, Edgar said social media. Let's go and post on social media. And then right now you're fired up. And then when you sleep at night, tomorrow morning, guess what? That Friday sleep to Saturday morning is like the best sleep. So to wake up early is like, I can just do some extra sleep. After all, they say online that if you sleep for 8 hours, it's good for the body now. So let me just sleep some more. And that is valid. And that is true. All right. And guess what? You're like, you know what? Let me go and shoot content. Instead of shooting content now, why don't I just wait till next month. Let me just start a fresh month so that I know that this fresh month, I'm giving it hot, hot. And that is a valid point. But that's your brain working. All right. That is your brain working there. So your brain will always bring up different things. For example, oh, my phone. I don't have the phone I have is not good enough. All right. The phone I have is not the best phone. I wish I had an iPhone. I've been saving to buy an iPhone. When I buy an iPhone, I am going to start that content. Let me tell you the truth, you will not start. You know why you will not start that content? Because your brain will tell you that you need the best mic. All right. And when you get the best mic, you know why you will not start that content? Your brain will not tell you that you need the best costume or the best outfits. You don't want to use any of your regular clothes so that you shine on camera. And when you buy those clothes, you know why you will not start? Your brain will tell you that you need to hire them. That will you need to get that person behind the camera, someone that can be editing for you. You don't want to be editing yourself. No. These are things that your brain will do to you at some point. But it is your responsibility to tell yourself, and this is what I always tell myself every single time. I may not be perfect right now. I may not have all the equipment I need right now, but I would, however, create the best I can at the moment. The reason why you should always do that is because those people who are watching you, whether on social media, in your area, wherever, everyone loves the journey. Everyone loves to see the journey. People want to be able to tell that, okay, this guy started, his camera wasn't good. Now his videos are better. Oh, his pronunciation wasn't the best. No, he's better. He has improved. You don't want to just come and be the best from nowhere. You want to take people along the journey so that when you start giving them your prices, people know that, okay, this guy has stepped up. He's better now. He's not the guy we used to see. You may not be the best right now, but be the best you can be at that moment. If your phone is an itel, no offense to anyone who's an itel right now, but your phone is an itel, I tell you what, see what I did there? I tell you what, use the phone like that. Be the best itel content creator that you can ever be. If your phone does not have a camera, record audio. Start with audio. The thing you need to understand is that we need to start regardless of your situation. Now, I'll tell you another thing that's also very important. We read too much. Yes, we read too much. We research too much. At what point in your life will you start taking actions? We just love to read and read and read and we just want to put too many things in our brain. At what the ones you have gathered, when will you use them? When are we going to start using the things we've gathered in our brains? We need to be people who are full of action. We need to be people who are good with executing stuff. It's enough with the whole idea of let me just go and research and read. ChatGPT is there, AI is there. We'll talk about AI later on, but we need to reach a point where we are doing more of right now. Let's do more. Let's do more. We are complaining that there is a load of uprising. One of the major reasons why we have a load of uprising today is because we don't have a lot of content creators, great content creators feeding that space. We need to do more. We need to do more. All right. So it's very important that we understand that the brain will always get to, at one point, trick us, but we always need to push some more. So now the first one is social media. Let's try and put a lot more on social media. Now, this is my advice. You may not want to have the same page as your personal brand and also your, business brand. However, I would always tell people that based on my experience and what I have noticed, if you take a look at social media today, most brands on social media are creating human figures to push their brands. And the reason why that is important is because humans can be easily relatable or easily relatable than just using pictures or graphics. For example, today you see UBA, the CEO of UBA is creating content himself. He's putting himself out there. You need to understand that people relate more with you when it is easy to understand what is going on with you. They relate more with your brand when it's easy to understand what is going on with you than just putting, images without your face. I hear people say, you know what, I don't want my face to be, I don't want people to know me. That's okay. But trust me, some people may just like your brand because of how pretty you look. Some people may just like your brand because of how well you speak. Some people may just like your brand because of how your voice sounds. Some people may just like your brand because of how you dress. All right. There was a time where people were buying brands or getting people or buying things, based on specifics. Oh, the camera has to be good. But now we have reached the point where influencer marketing has taking another shift. People are now buying things because of other people, not because of the products in themselves. I know about 4 or 5 different people that started smoking cigars because is the brand ambassador to a big cigar company. And they're like, you know what? I want to start smoking because of Davido. Now, you may see that as wrong, but trust me, the cigar brands did not advertise the importance of cigars to them. They just advertised Davido. All right. And now they are buying these cigars as well. I don't say cigarettes, so I don't say cigarettes. There is cigar, there is cigarettes. So please, let's just be very sure. Because the friend I say, thank God I'm smoking. Thank God I'm smoking. No, there are differences. So, but I'm not even advertising anyone should smoke. I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example. Because when I say Edgar say I should be smoking, that they do is smoking. That's not what I'm saying. But my point is, we always have to understand that as human beings, we're also brands as well. And people would want to associate with us for different reasons. So that is very important. So make sure you put things on social media. All right, put things on social media. Now, let me advise you. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and hacks, as I usually do. If you're going to be starting social media today, you're going to be starting from zero. Let me explain to you what you should be doing on social media right now. First of all, you need to understand that social media is a numbers game. It's a community game. And as much as you grow on social media, you have 1 follower, 2 followers, 3 followers, 5 followers. One of the things you should put in mind as a business owner is, this is the question you should always answer or think about. How do I make sure that these 5 followers I have are not there as just numbers? How do I convert these 5 followers to be real people that engage with my content? How? And one of the best ways I realize people do it is because way people do it is they don't just have followers, but as they grow their content, they try to create WhatsApp groups and Telegram groups where they can move most of these people to. The reason is because, and I'm giving you guys, this is a real secret that most people, it's an open secret if I can call it that, all right? Most of your big celebrities today, most of the big guys, the big names in the industry, they all have Telegram groups. They all have WhatsApp groups of people from their socials. The reason is because Instagram is not your father's land. If Instagram decides to close your page today, except you are Tunde Knox that also has Telegram groups and WhatsApp groups, you are going to suffer again and start all over from the beginning, except you're already made. Do you get my point? All right. But if you're a business, it's going to be very difficult for you. So my advice would be, if you start using social media, if you start today, try and engage with your followers. If you're a business owner, you're a presenter, from time to time, I do it a lot. Go into your DMs or your followers content. Like their content too. Why do we enjoy liking content of people that we don't even know? But the ones that are following us, we're not even liking their content. Do you know how great I would feel if someone I always look up to liked my content? It means that you've just made me a loyal fan. From time to time, just check them out. Who is following me today? Check, I just like their content. Drop a comment as well. We don't always have to make it the reverse where the fan has to be the fan. We can also be fans of our fans. And what we are doing is we're making them loyal fans in return. All right. So from time to time, just do it. If you have less than 50 followers, there is nothing wrong in reaching out to your 50 followers in their DM. Let me tell you how I started promoting my podcast. I have a podcast titled Why Am I Still Single? Yes, it's a very interesting podcast. The title already tells you what it's about. I've been single for a little while. I feel like I should be dating and married by now, but Lagos and Nigerian women have said no. Well, we are still fighting on it. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I remember that when I started, what I used to do is I used to do what I call reverse marketing. Now, reverse marketing is I studied those that hawk one day. I was traveling to Ibadan to see my parents, and I studied those that hawk food or hawk things. Now, most of them actually have certain stores or houses around. So they bring their food or their things to you. instead of waiting for you to go to the market to buy them. All right. They come to you. So in the same way, I was like, you know what? Instead of waiting for Spotify or Apple Podcasts to share my content and bring the people to my content, why don't I go to them? All right. So I started sharing my podcast to people, random people. I'll say, oh, I have a podcast. I think you would like it. Here is my podcast. And I will send to 100 people every day. Now, 100 might it would sound like, oh, it's a lot. It's really not a lot. As a matter of fact, I was doing this in less than an hour. The reason was because I was just copying and pasting and changing the first name to their names. All right. I'm like, hi, my name is Edgar. I have a podcast. I think you will like it. And guess what they were saying? Edgar, you sent this to me? Is this a BC? And I'll put on my notification. I'll say it's not a BC, but it was actually a BC. You get, but let's just go with the flow. I hope they are not here. God. But you get my point. So they're like, is it a BC? Edgar actually reached out to me. There is a level of excitement when fans feel the power, when they feel, reached. So you want to reach whoever is following you from whatever you're following. Sorry, whoever is following you from time to time. All right, just check in on them, no matter what your business. And that's why you have banks that would always try to send emails to do like feedback or want to hear from you. Tell us what you think about all this. As presenters too, if I post a video on my page as a presenter and people are dropping their comments, I want to engage with their comments. I want to reply their comments. That there is a part of the algorithm that believes that the first 10 minutes of their content, when you engage their comments, would basically just push the content as well. All right, you want to engage with the comments of those that are commenting. All right, and enter their DMs and say, oh, I noticed you like my video, or I noticed you dropped a comment. Is there anything you would like to see me do? They become loyal fans as well. They become loyal fans. The moment you talk to them some more, they will become loyal fans. That is why, if you've noticed, most people prefer handwritten cards than printed cards. The reason is because handwritten cards feels closer to the house. It feels closer to the heart rather. And it's the same thing as well. When your fans realize that you're chatting with them, it feels closer to the heart. All right. So that is one tip. You guys should do it. Try and engage with your followers. Don't be that guy that just wants to create more. I just want more followers. I just want more followers. You need to start converting those people into your communities. Move them from social media to a place where you can control them. All right. Now, my podcast, in my WhatsApp podcast community, I have over 600 people. What that means is no matter what episode of my podcast I drop, I know I have at least 600 people that would listen to the audio version. That is what I know for a fact. So in the same way as well, imagine if you have an Instagram page of 1,000 people and you have been able to convert at least 200 people to a WhatsApp community. That is good for you. All right. That is good for you. Imagine that moves your business higher. Okay. Now, apart from social media, another thing I also think you need to do is you need to wear your passion. You need to wear your passion. And what I mean by wear your passion is, I'm not saying do a t-shirt that has your name or your passion on it. What I'm saying is people need to know what you do. What I mean is this. When you meet people outside, it is very important that as you introduce yourself, when you're just having a random conversation, always try and think of the way to involve your business into that conversation. Try to bring your business into it. Don't just let you meet random people today and you're having a great conversation. Don't just let the conversation die without people knowing what you do or who you are. All right. For example, and sometimes I hear people say, sorry, someone has been calling. I don't know why. So don't just have dead conversations without telling people what you do. Now, I hear people say a lot, I don't know how to start a conversation. That's the problem. I don't know how to start. If someone can start talking to me, I will probably be able to continue, but I don't know how to start. Let me tell you how to start a conversation. Now, I've never used this to Toast Babes. I'm just telling you how to start a random conversation because I know some of you say, that's how I use to Toast Babes. No, that's not true. I don't Toast Babes. As a matter of fact, what am I even saying? Come back. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. All right. Yes. So I'm not asking you to use it to Toast Babes. I'm telling you how to grow your business. All right. Very good. Now, one of the best ways to start a conversation is you need to understand what a conversation does or what the idea is. People do not like to be insulted. People do not like to be harassed. People do not like to be abused in any way. What people always like is for their egos to be raised. The idea is always raise the egos of people. So what is the best way to start a conversation is to give a compliment. Put that down. Start with a compliment. You don't have to like whatever you are actually saying or be truthful. I mean, Edgar doesn't lie, but the truth is, you don't have to be totally truthful. What I mean is this: if I see someone today and I want to talk about my business or what I want to do, I can't just walk up to the person and say, "Let me talk about my business." No, the rule is I need to raise their ego first. All right. So the first thing I'll do is, "Hi, I really like your shoes. Where did you get them from?" Right? You want to raise their ego, and the person will be looking at that shoe, and the person will be like, "You know that I wanted to throw the shoe away. Eh? The shoes are they that good?" They say, "Yeah, these shoes. Where did you get them from?" Guess what? The person's guards are down, and the person will want to listen to what you're saying because you did not come with. And you know the people that actually started all these things. All those players to go and share flyer. All those church people that to share flyer. That's the problem. That okay, they're not the problem, but that's where this is. That's why everybody's running away from everybody. But my point is this, all right? When you meet people randomly or in a random place, start with compliments. Compliments would always work. One of the best compliments to give is you have a nice smile, all right? You have beautiful eyes. It always helps. It helps lighten the person to say, okay, this person is not here to accuse or attack me. And then from there, what do you do? All right. When you say what do you do, the person tells you what they do. If you cannot connect what you do to what the person does to what you do, once they are done with what they do, you can say, oh, that's interesting. That's quite interesting. I would like to know more about what you do. However, this is what I do. All right. So it is more like you are bringing your own as a second thought, even if that was your initial idea to bring yours first. But you can't just walk up to the person and say, "Oh, I'm a presenter." No, 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 no. All right. You need to always remember that you need to raise their egos first. It is very important you raise the egos of people before you share your thoughts as well. All right. So when I say where whatever you do is make sure you are ready to share. Make sure you are ready to always share whatever you do. Because when people say, what do you do? It's not just about opening your mouth. We already established that. Don't just say, oh, what do you do? I'm a presenter, and just let it go like that. No, you want to show. All right. You want to show. And that is where networking comes in. I have spoken about networking before, but I'm just going to do a little talk about networking. All right. There are three major goals with networking. When you want to network with people, there is, I know I've asked this before here. I'm just going to ask again. If you had the opportunity of meeting someone like Dangote today, how do you network with someone like that? And the popular answer most times would be that, okay, one, I will tell you my problems. Let him just give me money. You understand? Dangote, 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 Dangote. You understand? See, they find money. But guess what? If he gives you money, well, that's okay. That's good. That may not happen, but I know that is what mindset. The first mindset is I want to share my problems with him, but that would not work. All right. Another mindset is you want to tell him that you can solve his problem. As interesting as that is, that would not work as well, because you see, people like that actually have a good amount of people around them that are actually helping them solve their problems. So your solution has to be your difference has to be huge before they see it that way. And then the third one is the one I like, and that one we always do. We take a picture and post on LinkedIn. Guess what? Engagements. All right. But it's good. But that is not networking. Because the rule with networking is you have to build a conversation that happens outside or continues outside that room. It has to continue. And that is where I need you guys to understand the goal of networking. The first major goal of networking is building the connection outside that moment. How do you continue that connection outside that moment? There are three major ways. All right. The first one is you either save the person's phone number. So if you have the person's phone number, it means the conversation can happen another day, another time, depending on when the agreed, parties decide. All right. Because let me tell you, you are only as strong as the phone numbers you have on your phone. You're only as strong as the phone numbers you have on your phone. If you have, and let me give you one tip, right? With networking, if you have the number of someone that can change your life, the person may not change your life, but there's a high chance the person can. If you have the number of the person, if you can call the person, all right? If you can. I'm not saying the person will, but I'm saying there's a chance, all right? Imagine if I had Dangote's phone number, like his WhatsApp line. I have a better chance of my life changing through Dangote than someone who does not. Okay, so that's the first one, phone numbers. The second one is email address as well. Email addresses are also another important things you should also look out for. How do you get someone's email? You may not get their phone number, but can you get their email? And the third one is their office address or their home address, a place where you can see them physically. You should not be, when you're networking with anyone, if you're not getting one of these three things, just know there's a problem somewhere. All right, just know there's a problem somewhere. Now, the fourth one most people have added is followership on social media. Now, I have come to realize that it's a good one. That's good. I mean, if Dangote follows you and you follow him back, it's not a bad idea. But the problem I've realized is that most people do not engage so much, except they have something or some form of value that they really like from you on social media. There are so many people that I've collected I followed on Instagram, but again, the algorithm, there are other things as well. But I know that if you have my number, like the person has been disturbing me now, if you keep calling my number, there is a high chance that if I don't block you, I'll answer you. All right. So in the same way as well, emails, if I don't get to reply your emails, I will at least see it. But emails, phone numbers, and addresses are very important. And it means that the moment you get into a room and you're having a conversation with someone, your goal should be, you know what, Tumiche, I'm not leaving this room until I at least have the phone number of this person, or at least have an email address of this person, a way I can reach this person. You're not leaving the room. You can have a picture. Pictures are not bad. But if you tell yourself, you know what, to network with this person, I'm not going to leave here until I get this person's number, then you are getting somewhere with networking. It's very important that you think of it that way. It's very important that you think of it that way. Let me give you the trick. Let me give you the trick on how to get someone's. Let me tell you what I would do if I was with Dangote, or what I would expect you to do if you're with Dangote. Now, the first thing is you want to, as a human being, you want to look presentable. All right. And what that means is you want to do all the basics. And these are not things that I should be saying here. For media personalities, for people in the media space, I'm talking to everybody here. You need to smell good. You need to look good. You need to dress good. You need to smile good. Dress good, look good, smile good. I'll tell you why. I have met people that have great ideas, but their body odor, as they were telling me the ideas, their body odor was saying, no, don't listen to him. Or I'm not actually joking. People have lost great opportunities because of body odor. All right. Now, there are some people that have body odor based on health challenges. There are some people that have body odor based on the fact that they are not just, it's hygiene, like basic hygiene. Whatever your case is, you don't have an excuse, because you will not be asked. People will not ask you, why do you smell? So you have a responsibility. It is your cross to smell well. If it is to have your perfume in your bag, carry it in your bag when you go for events. If it is to have it in your car, carry it in your car. If it is to buy all those aboki, those aboki perfume, those ones that, no matter the amount of soaking that you soak that clothes, the perfume will stay with you forever. Buy it. It is better than not smelling good. All right. Then two, dress well. Dress well. The reason why you need to dress well is because I have come to see that it's crazy what I'm about to say. There are certain people just price you based on how you dress, based on how you appear. All right. You need to look good. You need to look good, because when you look good, the perception is you're not hungry. That is what looking good looks like, means to people. It means you're not hungry. Some of you just dress anyhow. And the reason is when they ask you, you're not looking good, you say, oh, I already have the idea. Is the skill that matters? No, the skill is important. The presentation matters as well. All right. You need to dress well. You need to dress good. Dress in a way people can say, dress the way you want to be addressed. Hey. So that you will not, guys, is coming. Wait, dress the way you want to be addressed, so that you will not return to your address. God, bars. Yeah, I was this close to making it as a rapper. This close. Okay, don't mind me, Jerry. But yes, you need to dress well. Another thing you also need to do is smile. You need to learn to smile. People, I know this, people just forget this one. It's very important. The reason is because the way the human face works is built on different emotions, and people can read emotions. That's why sometimes when a lady wants to break up with a guy, the guy will say, come and say it to my face. Let me be hearing you. Let's talk about this issue face to face. So that as you are saying one thing with your words, your face is saying another thing. Your face has a lot to do. All right. I'm not saying you should be. I'm not saying if I'm not saying. I'm not talking about being ugly or being fine. Now I'm saying smile. When you walk into a room, let people see. Let people perceive happiness from you. Yes, the conductor did not give you your change. Yes, the Uberman was rude. Yes, they poured water on you. Yes, we know, but you cannot bring it into the room. This is not the time to be squeezing face. There are some of you, when they say it's time for networking, let's go and network. Nobody wants to network with you. It's not because they don't want to ask or talk to you. It's just because your face is just telling them, don't come close to me. I have a knife in my back, I can stab anybody. That is what your face is telling them. All right. So learn to smile. It's always very important that you learn to smile. Now, another thing also you need to do is be open. Be open. One thing I've realized about people, especially when you start talking to other people, is no one was raised the same way you were raised. Now, we all have some certain similarities, but you would meet different people. You will meet people that will say different things. You can't start expecting or putting your own standards and this is the industry. I'm telling you guys the industry standards. You can't put up your own standards just because certain people have said certain things they shouldn't say. Yes, it is important that you set your boundaries right, but just because you're having a conversation with someone and the person uses a language that you do not like, if you feel like you're privileged enough to tell that person you don't like it, you can say it. But if you're not, just understand that you are different people and remember the goal, you know, at hand. The reason is because I have seen people lose great opportunities just because someone said something and they can't take it. And say, I will never take it in my life. Nobody can ever call me daft. Nobody can ever call me daft. How can you say I resigned because he called me daft? Okay, yes, you are not daft. If someone uses such words on you and you feel like, oh, you know what, I'm going to resign because he called me daft, it's not the best thing to do because you have a goal, you have something you're trying to pursue. He's not just raised the same way you are raised. For example, in my podcast, I don't use vulgar words. Even the way I live my life, you never hear me say the F word, the G word, or B word, or all those. I don't use those things. Even when I'm going to give it, see now, I not to use it. I still say B word, G word. I don't use those things. All right. But will I say that because I meet a client and the client is using those words, and I say, I'll not work with him, he's always using the F word, always using the F word. What is it, God safe? No. You need to understand that people are not raised the same way you are. So you need to be more accommodating. You need to be more accommodating. It's very important that you are accommodating as well. Okay, now let's just move on. Okay, let's just move on. Okay, just a minute. All right. All right, so I'll just give some interesting tips. The first one here is whatever your passion is, it is very important that you do not believe that you know it all. Try to make your passion better. All right. Try to just make your part, whatever you love to do, make it better. If you need to study some more, get some advanced study. Because the truth is, you're not the only one that has that passion. Okay. So you need to put an edge to whatever you have. All right. If you know you love to present, right? If you know you love to present, it's also good that you also try and learn to produce as well. Okay, because sometimes you probably get a job as a presenter and they'll tell you, you know what, we're also looking for someone that can produce as well. And you tell them, oh, I can only present. You're shooting yourself in the foot sometimes when you do specific things, just one thing. All right. If you know you love to present, you love to produce already, then love to script write. That is, write scripts as well. It helps. An additional skill will always help as well. If you know that you love to present as well, another thing you could also do is you could also, start working with prompters. You could learn behind the scenes. There is a lot you can do as a presenter if you basically love broadcasting. I'll give you a good example. When I joined TVC as a presenter, now, how I joined TVC was quite interesting because I never really wanted to be a presenter. I always wanted to have my own TV show, but not really as a presenter on TV. I just wanted to do something interesting, something hilarious on TV. And when I got the opportunity to join TVC as a presenter, as a broadcaster, I did my audition on a show called Wake Up Nigeria, which I co-host right now. I remember that they were going to audition me for all the different parts or all the different segments of the show. And so when we started, there was a prompter. Now, if you have never practiced a prompter before, I advise that it's something you would want to try, okay, on your own. Now, basically what a prompter is, for those of you that don't know, Most of those presenters you see on screen have a script written in front of them, a rolling script. So we call it, prompters. But then there's a screen in front of them, mostly in front of their cameras. That is a script that is just rolling. As it's rolling, they are just reading it. And sometimes when you do live TV, you don't have chances to do take two, take three. You're just, as it's just going, you're just reading. You're just going, you're just reading. Now this is me who have never I've never done TV before. So you can imagine practicing with a prompter in front of me. It was crazy. Now, that was happening, and then there's something called talkback. Now they're gonna put an earpiece in your ear. Your producer will be in a room called the PCR. That is the production control room. All right. Your producer is telling you, maybe he's giving you directions that are not on the scripts. He's also telling you some certain things you should also be aware of. For example, he could tell you the different cameras to look at. So for example, my own show, we have about 9 different cameras. All right. With 9 different cameras, one could be in front of you, another could be here, another could be here. So this is a live show. So as you're reading your prompter, they are telling you things in your ear at the same time. So your brain has to listen and also speak. So they could tell you, oh, Edgar, look at camera 3. We're going to camera 3 now. Action. You look at camera 3. Or look at camera 5. Look at camera 6. Turn to 7 and say that, And it's crazy like that. So how do you practice that? If you don't know it, you have to practice. Over time, you get better. But again, you do not wait like I did to get the opportunity before you now start learning on the job. Now that you are aware that, oh, you have to read a prompter as a presenter, you need to start practicing on your own. There are apps that you can download where you can just get scripts online, get news outlines, and just read and practice on your own. All right. Now, if you're terrible at presenting, one of the best steps I say you can do is start in your house. Start with your siblings and say, you know what? I'm going to take yesterday's 10 o'clock news and I'm going to come and present it here to you, my sister. All right. Your sister is going to laugh the first day, but trust me, it's okay. All right. But you just keep going. And then from there, you know what? One day, just tell yourself, I'm going to call my friends over to the house and present a show. I'm going to create a show for my friends. That is how it starts. Don't forget, as you're doing all these things, you're recording it and you're putting it out there. All right. So make sure you don't just have things that you've done that people cannot see. Let us always see these things. All right. Now, another thing is you need to turn it into habits. You need to turn it into habits. Whatever you plan to do, turn it into habits. When you meet people, don't forget to always meet people. Don't forget to always create your content and put it out there. Okay. Now, one thing I say is no matter the result you get from the first one, create another one. Do not throw away the first one, even if it turned out bad. Post the first one like that. All right. Some of you are always waiting for the content to be the best before you post it. It doesn't have to be the best. The algorithm would move on. All right. So you can post that content like that, but tomorrow post it. All right. Now I hear people say be consistent, be consistent. Consistency is great. However, what I always tell people to do when I try to define what consistency is, it's not about the frequency. All right. It's not about the frequency. We're not saying post every day. If you can do that, awesome. However, consistency is saying if you're posting once a month, let us know that every second we used to see your face. If it is once a week, we know that every Thursday we used to see your face. That is what consistency is. So if you want to be consistent with your content, make sure you are always posting whenever you decide and you feel comfortable with posting, but be consistent. You don't have to post every day. But just know that the person that's posting every day may have a higher chance of getting more engagement or viewers than you are. All right. So the third one is, like I mentioned, document whatever you're doing, have it somewhere. Those days we used to always have a card. When you meet people, you share a card. Now people don't really use cards anymore. But it's important that when you see people, you talk to them, you tell them what you do. All right. Don't always tell people to follow you when you meet them in person. Let them do it in your front. All right. If it's social media, you can say, please follow me, subscribe. But if the person is in your front, tell the person, can I get your phone? Can I follow you? Can you follow me on Instagram? Can you do it now? Some of you see tell someone you are saying, please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Why can't the first person follow you right now, right there? That is how it works. All right. So make sure you do that as well. Now, another thing is also to network sideways. And what that means is there are 2 patterns of networking. You network upwards or you network downwards. Now, when you network downwards, When you network downwards, you're basically networking with people that you have more value than, or that you perceive to have more value than. The reason is because sometimes we always believe that when we network with people upwards, people that have more value than us, those are the people that will take us to the next level. But it's not true. When you network with people that are lower than you, sometimes these are the same people that might actually just take you to the person who will probably take you to the higher level. My friend will always say we're 5 people away from where we want to be. The first person of contact may not just be the biggest person. It could just be a driver. Now, let me shock you guys. I am so confident that there is no policeman that can stop me in Lagos, because the amount of policemen on my phone, the numbers, policeman number, phone numbers on my phone, whenever I'm stopped, I can just call one. Hi, and I'm you. Let me follow your guy talk, and he will stop me. Why? Because I have network with policemen. I network with policemen. I network with mechanic people on the streets, because you never can tell where you need them. All right. I don't look at them as, oh, I will never need this person. One day you just might. That one person might just lead you to the next person that will lead you to the next person that will make you successful today. All right. Because we keep saying, I want to just network with, with Dangote. I want to network with the best of them. You could actually just network with Dangote's driver. Dangote's driver could just be the one that will, link you up to Dangote. All right. When you go for an event, you could network with even if you don't meet the person you wanted to meet, you could network with their PA. All right. Their PA could be the one that will link you to the person that you want to meet. It is very important that we network both downwards and we network upwards. The most important thing is, do not say you are done networking if you do not have a way of continuing the conversation outside that space. You did not network if you did not do that. It is that you can continue. You can have a case where you can continue. I can carry my phone. I can have my phone, and I can call this person, or I can send a message, or I can go to the person's house, or we can connect on Instagram. Have a way to continue the conversation. That is when networking actually happens. All right. It's already 7:06. Wow. Yeah, I already mentioned this. Let your creativity do the opening. All right. When people ask what you do, show what you do. All right. Show what you do. And then finally, use social media to grow, not just only show your content. That's where I'll probably end this conversation today. Now, a lot of us actually just post on social media, especially LinkedIn, and we forget that the idea for social media is not just to post and get engagement, but we can also use it to grow our brand as well. This is what I always say. You need 3 categories of people, or 3 categories of friends. The first category of friends are about, say, 5 to 15 people. You can write this down. You need 5 to 15 people. I always call them the inner circle. All right. Now, these are the people that would boost you and blow their flowers. You give you your flowers whenever you do anything. All right. Now, these, you can put them in a group. These are your inner circle. Once you just post, tell your inner circle, see, guys, I posted, help me amplify, talk about it, make noise. These 15 people will help you first shout that, this girl is good. Look at that content. You are good. The reason why is because we have come into a generation today where people actually read comments before they react, which does not make sense. But before they say the video is funny, they want to go and check what people saying it is funny. Okay, before they knock my laugh. So they hold their laugh. If it's boring, if people say it's boring, I can't laugh. All right. So in the same way too as well, just the same way we have remarks for businesses. If I post my business online today, I have my inner circle that will first come and say, oh, this is a great product. I love this content. I love this guy. He's very good. He's a great MC. Use him. Those are your inner circle. All right. Now, I also have another set of people I call my marketers. Again, these are your friends. These are your people. All right. You have your marketers. Your marketers are the ones that are looking out for you. They are the ones that are helping you to see the businesses outside. They're the ones that are just putting eyes. Now, you're not paying them because you're also someone's marketer, or you're also someone's business, or, inner circle. So they're the ones that are helping you to say, oh, I saw this business. I think you will like it. I think you should apply. I think you should network with this person. I think you should talk to this person. You need people. My point is, you can't do it alone. All right. And finally, you also now need like your mentors. Your mentors are the ones that will now come and tell you, okay, this is the next step for you. This is what you should take. You should also have mentors, and you should have mentors in fields that you love, people that have successfully done what you want to do. All right. You don't just want to have a mentor in someone that has not even gotten anywhere, or that is still struggling. For example, if anyone says, I want to do a podcaster today, I can mentor you on how to be great podcasts. If you tell me you are married or you want to become single, I can mentor you on that as well. I've been single for a long time. I can teach you how to break up in minutes quickly. So in the same way as well, there are also Ifoma here can also teach you how to be a great presenter as well. You get so you need someone that has done it. Those are the three categories of people that you need. You need people that can help you amplify your content from time to time. You need people that can help you go out there and search. And finally, you need people that can also tutor you from time to time. All right. When you need have issues, when you have concerns, they will always help you. All right. So there's a lot to say. But my final statement here would be the best way to network with someone higher than you to get real results. For example, when I was talking about the Dangote, this is what to do. It's a trick. There are lots of interesting tricks. I'll probably just have a masterclass. I just say only tricks. The trick is simple. Okay. And now the truth about this trick is the more we keep the trick to ourselves, the better for the trick. All right. The more we share the trick, the more we lose the trick. So I'm telling you guys not to go and tell others. I'm just telling you guys so you can use it for yourself. The more you share it, just know that you are losing the trick. So this is what you do. Again, don't forget, you get into a hall. Now, this is in case you're networking with someone you meet in an event. So what happens is, first things first, you research before the event. You get to the place where the event is happening. You target set, so you have like different moderators. Just target one. Say, you know what, this is the person I want to network with, one or two. All right. Now, when is your time when you have the opportunity to meet the person, do not start your conversation with good day, ma, good day, sir, good day, uncle, good day, auntie. Do not do that. You can start with good day, Mrs. Adeyemi, good day, Mr. Paul. The reason why people always go with names is because psychologically, names have a way of connecting people, no matter the age grade. Don't go and say good afternoon, sir. Just, oh, good afternoon, Mr. Adeyemi, good afternoon, Mr. Dangote, good afternoon, Mr. Aliko. The reason is because the first thing the person is thinking is, okay, does this person know me from house? Does this person know me from somewhere? That is the first mindset. Don't do this, good day, ma. Don't do that. It's not. Why are you doing good this, good day, ma? Who is that? Why you do, start with the person's first name. Remember, you're putting a smile, all right? When you put a smile, the next thing you do is give whoever the person is a compliment. If the person was one of the moderators, you can always start with that. Oh, sir, there's so much nuggets. You shared so much nuggets today, sir. I was blown away. Yes, you want to give a nugget. All right. If the person was a moderator. The person was not a moderator, like I always mention, you can use shoes, you can use belts, you can use bags. You can also use perfumes. Oh, you smell very well. What perfume is that? I've used perfume before, and it's always perfume. Once I just pass you and I do, okay. And I will not lie and claim one perfume. I say, sorry, is that cute? Is that cute 76? They say, no, it's not cute. What perfume is that? It's not as if I knew it was cute 76 before. I just want to have a conversation with you. All right. But the point is, when you give them their nuggets to say, or you give them their flowers to say, oh, you whatever. Now, this is the very important. This is the trick. This is where the trick is. Sell them an idea of a gift, not the gift. Sell them an idea of a gift, not the gift. What does that mean? Because your goal is to build a conversation or connection outside that space, you need to sell them the idea of something you have for them, but you do not actually have with you. I'll give you a good example. If you meet someone who is bigger than you, higher than you, do not say, oh, I brought you a shoe. I would like you to have it. Guess what? Even if the person collects the shoe, there is no way to continue the conversation. Instead, tell the person you have the shoe. How do I get the shoe to you? You see, that's the question you're asking the person. I have a shoe for you. How do I get the shoe to you? The person will not tell you how to continue the conversation. Oh my God. God. Let me explain. Let me make it more practical for you. Let me give you guys more practical. You walk up to someone and you've given the person the flowers, or your speech was amazing. You have a great perfume. You have a great smell. What perfume is this? Oh, it's lovely. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. There is a particular perfume that I have. It's one of my most expensive perfume. I'm not selling this to you. I just feel like it matches your personality more than it even matches mine. How do I get Sir or Mr. Adams, how can I get this perfume to you? Is there any way I can get the perfume to you? Guess what you are doing? You don't have the perfume. All right. You are not even going to buy the perfume. You don't need the perfume at that point. All right. The person says, you know what? The person now tells you three options. If the person is generous, they'll say, you know what? Okay, get my number and call me. I'll tell you how to send it to me. You already have the number. Or the person will say, you know what? Call my PA. PA, collect PA's number. You already have a number, which is the goal of networking. Or the person say, you know, this is my address. You can bring it, send it to my address. You already have an address. The point is, you are not leaving that room until you have gotten one of those three key things, because you want to continue the. And guess what the person will probably be thinking? Guess what the person will probably be thinking? The person will be saying, this guy was so nice to me. He has something for me. You know why? The rich love to receive. The rich love to receive. They get tired when they get into a room and they always have to give, give, give. Trust me, Dangote would love to give everybody money, but the person who offers to give Dangote money may not make so much impact to his wealth, but Dangote will always remember that person. You know why? Because he's used to giving. But guess what? Foul. You are not even giving him anything. So the idea is you are only going to present the idea of gift to build a reason to connect. Now, let me tell you why we cannot share this idea to the public. And so many people do it. There is a particular lady, what's her name? Oh, wow. Linda Ikeji. This trick was how I got to know Linda Ikeji. And so many other people on my phone contact right now. Guess what? Sometimes they won't forget about the gifts and you just continue building the conversations with them. It is all about perception and what you sell to them. Now, let me tell you why we cannot share this trick with everyone. As a matter of fact, I've only talked about this in one event and I stopped doing it because I realized that if we all share it, the people that we claim to be higher than us are aware. And once they are aware, it spoils the business for those that genuinely want to now give. Do you understand? So let's just keep it to ourselves and just use it when we want to, I'm just giving you guys insights. All right, insights. Now, let me also give you another tip. I love to always share tips. I told you guys I'm not going to be giving you Paspaya to Maguire. I'm giving you guys actual tips. Let me give you one tip that you should also consider. If you want to work with a brand, say you want to work with, let's say, Honeywell, what do you do? Say you want to work with Honeywell, you want to present for Honeywell, you want to do something with Honeywell. What do you do? Now, let me tell you what not to do. Let me tell you what not to do, or what you should not do. Do not waste your time by sending them a direct message. And I'll tell you why. The reason why sending them a direct message will not work is because most of these brands they're owned by agencies, or they are controlled, by agencies. Most of these brands their social media pages are controlled by agencies. What that means is Honeywell would have paid maybe a Pulse Nigeria, please help us manage our social media page. So when you send a DM, you're not sending it to Honeywell, you are sending it to Pulse. Sadly, Pulse already even have their own presenters and their own content creators that they will probably use for this brand. And when they see things like that, it irritates them because they're like, this person wants to steal our work. All right. So do not send DMs. DMs are not the best ways to go. You can send DMs as your backup plan, but should not be your first plan. Now, another thing you should not worry or you should not do is send an email. The reason why you should not send an email, except you have the specific email for the brand. But most times, most of these brands have always complained that they have thousands and hundreds of emails from different people. And sadly, emails are just most times filled with words. If you're going to be sending emails, make sure you always include or attach a link that shows whatever you can do. Don't just send an email that says, I'm a presenter, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Remember, guys, you always need proof. Proof is what takes your passion to partnership. So don't just go and say, I can do this. Always tell them, I have attached a link that shows my videos, that shows my, that is basic. But don't also do that because there are so many people that will have done that as well. So what do? Let me give you a trick that has worked for thousands of people or hundreds of people. If you want to do it, go to Instagram. All right. When you go on Instagram, you will see their following and their followers. The first thing you will notice is most of these brands have little following and more followers. Again, they have little following and more followers. Why? They only follow people that they actually know or they're affiliated with the brand. That's where the that's where we are going to actually catch them from. Why are they following these people? It means that these people are one way or the other affiliated or connected to the brand. So this is what I would advise you to do. Go to their following list, which is the smaller figure. Scroll all the way to the ground. What do you do as business owners here? Most times you follow your businesses first, or your graphic designer follows your business first, or people that started the business follows the business first, or people that work in the business follow the business first. Now, Instagram allows you to order based on how the followership happened, all right? So all you have to just do is go to the following, scroll all the way down. Now, look for any of the profile pictures there that just looks like a normal human being and looks fine, and let those people connect with those people, follow those people, and enter their DMs. Now, when you enter their DMs, do not rush. Do not rush and say, please connect me to Honeywell. They will not do that. Instead, go over the same pattern again. All right. I like your shoe. I like your pictures, like a couple of their pictures, and just build a relationship with them. And then one day, just mention it that, you know what, I have an idea for a food brand. I wish I could just get any of this food brand, maybe a spaghetti brand. The person will now tell you, I know Honeywell now. You'll now say, oh, really? You do? No, I'm just even here thinking, and guess what? I'll help you now. I'll help you. I'll talk to somebody. You help me. You can help me. Oh, wow, but I didn't even understand. They will not know that you've orchestrated it from the very beginning. All right. That was how I was able to get some articles on Punch. So let me tell you what I did. I went to Punch website. I wanted to get an article. I heard that to get an article on Punch was about 150,000. I don't like paying for anything I think my brain can do. So what I did was I went to Punch. I saw some names of some editors that had written some articles. My mind told me, you know what? If this person can write an article, maybe the person can write for me too. So what I did was I went to Instagram. And I noticed that this woman has always been talking about feminism, all her articles about feminism. I said, okay, cool. So I went to Instagram, I entered a DM, and I started just sharing my thoughts and everything. And after I shared my thoughts for a while, I told her that, you know what, I wish I could just find somebody in any news article that could help me just talk about this topic. And she's like, oh, do you know that I'm actually in the news and that is my topic? I said, for real? That is your topic? You love to talk about feminism? Wow. And guess what? Without her even knowing that she was helping me indirectly, she wrote an article for me. All right. So in the same way, I think it's always very important that if there's anything you take from here today, you build your relationship with people, because we cannot do it alone. Stop trying to do things alone. Get people that will help you amplify. Get people that will help you push your network. Get people that will help you be insights or outsides where they'll basically just help you check things. All right. And also get mentors. Now also help people as well. The same people are willing to help you. We're about, say, 12 of us, no, 12, say 18 people here. If 18 of us come together to say, you know what, let us all be ambassadors for each other. Let us all go out to search for each other, and let us all amplify for each other. Trust me, if I post and I'm sure that 12 of us here will comment on my post, that is already a big win for me. All right. If 12 of you are going to tell me, well done with your content, you're looking great, that is always a big win for me. If I tell the rest of you 12, well done, you guys are doing great, that's a big win for you. All right. So it's very important that you grow your communities and you have these different groups, and then take turns, take time when you're building your brand. Take it easy and keep it going. Stay consistent. Another day, we're going to talk about how to price your as a brand. How do you put money? How do you make money? I'm sure we'll have that conversation another time, but that'll be very interesting as well. But how do you make money, and what is the right price to put out there so that you don't feel like they are cheating you? We'll talk about that as well. All right, but that's all that we can take right now. It is 7:23. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you've learned one thing or the other. If you have not learned, then I'm happy for you, But if you have learned, it's sad. It's sad because you now have work. And this is the assignments, just like I mentioned, I have an assignment for you guys. My assignment is this, all right? Two major assignments. The first one is for the next 30 days, make sure you have you save 5 numbers of random people on your phone every day for the next 30 days. 5 people. All right. And let me tell you how to save their number. When you save their name in the first name, Wale, put whatever Wale does in the bracket beside Wale's name. All right. Wale engineer, Wale medical doctor, Wale dentist, Wale. Yes, put it like that. All right. When you meet people, just ask them, what do you do? Tell them what you do. When you hear what they do, exchange numbers. All right. For the next 30 days, just save numbers. Just that's the assignment. Just save numbers. Grow your number list on your phone. All right. Some of you haven't Christians here. You go to church, you don't have your pastor's number. Save it. You don't have your doctor's number. Like, you don't have a doctor. If anything happens to anybody in your house, you cannot call a doctor to say, doctor, this is what is happening. It's wrong. All right, it's wrong. You should have at least a doctor's number. You should have a driver's number, someone that can drive, just in case anything happens. You have someone that says, you know what, at least I have a friend that has a car that can come and pick me if anything is happening. You should have all those numbers. So the first assignment is, starting from now to the end of the month or to the end of the next month, every day, do not sleep until you have saved 5 people's numbers on your phone. And not just save their names, save their names and their occupations as contacts. All right, are we doing that? Is that cool? Awesome. Awesome. Now, I assure you that your life will even change by just doing that. All right. And as you are saving your name, as you are saving their numbers, give them your number as well, and tell them what you do. All right. If they are not there, you don't have control. But if they are with you, tell them how to save it. Tell them what to put. I'm a presenter. Please put presenter, broadcaster, Edgar. Put it there, because one day, or put MC. Tell them. The reason is because one day they'll be looking for MC for a program. They will check their phones. You think they'll remember your name? It's MC they would want to write. It's doctor they would want to check. So when you tell them, write my name like that, MC or presenter, bio, or presenter or cameraman, put it like that. Don't worry. It may not be the best way to remember your name at the time, but it is the best thing for them to remember at that moment when they need to remember. All right. So that assignment is done. That is assignment number 1. Now, remember, this assignment, you're not submitting it anywhere. All right. This is just for you to go and do, and you have to do it. It's just for you. I'm not asking you guys to submit. That is assignment number 1. Now, assignment number 2 is, you need to use this weekend to think about, first of all, what success is to you. Write it on paper. Don't think you have it in your head. No. You may just need to already know. Write what you think. What is success to you? Write it on paper, and then ask yourself, what are the steps I need to take to achieve this success? You need to write it. The reason why is we always believe that we have these things in our eye. We already know it. Trust me, you do not know it. Write it on paper. And when you write it on paper, write the steps. What I mean steps. Step 1, I'll do this. Step 2, I'll do this. Let me give you a very good example. All right. Let me give you a very good example. One thing I define as success. Now, success means so many things to me. One thing I define as success is, I have said it to myself, right, that my children, my unborn, loving, and beautiful children, will not school in Nigeria. I will not even call myself successful if my children school in this country. No matter what, my children must not school in this country. All right. I'm just giving an example, though. I'm just giving an example. All right. What that means to me is, how do I now achieve that as that success? All right. How do I achieve success in that way? It means, 1, I need to start finding out how much it would cost to school abroad. I need to find out the cost, and then I need to start planning or working towards it. Let me tell you guys how I save. Now, this is a very interesting story, and I hope that someone picks it up. 4 years ago, I started saving seriously, and I realized that I wanted to take control of I wanted to study how much I used to. I wish we actually had a class where we could talk about money, but let me just say this, okay? I wanted to understand how my money was going. The problem was that I was making so much money, but as the money entered my account, I was like, wait, I'm making money now. Like, where is this money going? So what I did was I downloaded an app. You don't need to download the app, because I realized that I studied the app. I will, anytime I buy anything, I'll put the record there. Anytime I buy anything, I'll put record there. I buy foil, I'll put foil. I buy food, I'll put food. So I realized that what was taking most of my money was feeding. As you can see how skinny I look, is feeding, groceries, and transportation. I like to always put AC in my car, and I like to move up and down a lot. So I was spending a lot of money on fuel. I was spending a lot of money on food. All right. And then lastly, yes, I used to gift a lot. That time, any small thing, Edgar, give me 10K, take. Edgar, give me 20K, take. Edgar, give me 5K. So I give a lot of money out for just giving sake. All right. Now, what I realized was that just because it is my person, I find it very hard not to buy food. I find it very hard not to buy fuel. I find it very hard not to give. So these are things that I cannot just do without, basically. So I stopped bothering myself about how much I spend. Instead, I started bothering myself with how much I save. All right. So that it means that if I can save a certain amount of money, I don't care what I spend, so far that I am saving. All right. And what I started doing was I started saving every day. I realized that it was easier for me to save daily than for me to save at the end of the month. The reason is because at the end of the month, and I tell myself I want to save 100K or 200K by the end of the month, I realized that I will now have so many other things to do with money that I'm like, you know what, let me just take 5K from here, let me just take 20K from here. And then I lose most of the money that I have saved. But if I save daily, even if it's 500 naira or 1,000 naira, I can still save it. Do you understand? So what did I start with? I started with 1,000 naira. Every day I was saving 1,000 naira for a year. All right. By the end of the year, I had saved 365,000 thereabouts by the end of the year. All right. I was like, if I can do 1,000, that's cool. Oh. The next year, I did 5K. I was saving 5K. Now, let me tell you what that does to you. When you start saving 5K every day, do you know what happens to you? First of all, you will not even be spending money anyhow because you know you need to save. That's the first thing. Two, your brain will now tell you that you need to go and make money. So you will not just be sitting in your house like, oh, you know what? Let me just be there. Your brain will tell you that you need to go and make money. Last year, I did 10,000 naira every day. I was saving 10K every day of my life. Every day. This year, I've been saving 20K. Now, let me shock you about the 20K and how crazy it is. I saved 20,000 naira. By the end of the year, based on my calculation, I should have saved 7.3 million thereabouts. All right. If you save 20K every day. Now, let me tell you what 20K means to me right now. It means that there are some certain things I cannot buy anymore. There are some certain places I cannot just go to anymore because if I go there, it means I'll not be able to save for tomorrow. All right. So there are some certain people that I cannot give money anymore. Me that I like to give money. Now I cannot just be giving money anyhow because I need to save for tomorrow. But guess what? For me, I would have been able to save 7.3. Now there are some jobs that I just do them, not because I don't know my worth or I don't know that I'm a big person. No, I need to save money for tomorrow. I don't have money again. Sometimes some people will call me, so Edgar, I want to give you a job. No, you cannot pay. I say, you can pay me. Talk to me. You tell me how much you have first. So why you don't have? So why you're not telling me to shut up? It's why you're not telling me shut up. Kind of, you're dragging me on the floor money. No, I still have pride though. But because I know my goal, I know what I'm trying to achieve. I know that there shouldn't be untouched money on the table. I shouldn't just let money go because I want to farm. I'm a big guy. No, why? If I can easily do it, why not? Do you understand? So these are just things that I'm doing that I determine as success because I have a goal. I have money. I have things I'm saving. I told one of my biggest goals. Now this is my own real goal. One of my goal is I am never going to pay rent to anybody. I'm never going to pay rent. All right. Now, I am grateful to God Almighty that I have amazing parents that built a couple of interesting houses in different places. All right. So right now I am in my father's house, but my father does not live here with me. This is one of his houses. Do you get? And I've told myself the moment I get married, I am moving from my father's house to my house. I am not going to pay rent to any landlord. That is one of my own. This I'm just sharing my own personal goal with you guys. All right. So it means that the way I am working, it's not Nepo, baby. It's not Nepo. It's not Nepo. Come. Don't do that. Don't do that too. If I tell you what my father did for money, you think he's all this Nepo, baby. No. So my point is the reason why I feel or think that way is because I've positioned my mindset to say, Edgar, what you're trying to achieve in life is not what every other person is trying to achieve. Now, some people have bigger dreams than I have. All right. Some people have. It does not have to be. I'm not saying your dream is of less importance, but I'm saying we all have different things we're fighting for. But if you cannot write down what success is to you, and success is not just, I want to just make it, make what? You have to be specific. I want to make $10 million. I want to make this. So that when you're asking yourself, how will I make it? Your brain now begins to tell you, oh, you've not been thinking, or you've not been doing anything. All right. If your goal is to say, you know what, I want to be this, to me, success is this. I want to be able to afford any travel to any country in the world. You should start asking yourself, go online, search from here to UK, from UK to Gabon. How much does it cost? So that your brain begins to tell you, I need to work. I need to do better. I need to top up my game. Because some of you just keep doing your brand like you don't know there is something at stake. There is a lot at stake. There is a lot at stake. First of all, there is a lot of money to be made, and there is a lot at stake. Finally, my last line, my last sentence. All right. This is my closing line. Yeah. The truth is that if you do not see value in yourself, if you do not see the importance of moving your passion to, partnership, if you do not see value in yourself, sadly, the way the world works, other people will see that value in you and use you. Other people will see that value in you. If you don't see it in yourself, other people would see that value in you and use you to fulfill their own dreams. So the question is, because whether you like it or not, something must use you. Someone must use you. It's either you use yourself or someone uses you. All right. So the question is, do you want to be that guy that could have been that person? Or do you want to be that person? There are three types of people in this world: people who make it happen, people who watch it happen, and people who do not even know what is happening. My name is Edgar, and thank you very much. I would probably take like 2-3 questions and then we'll have another time. Edgar doesn't lie. Thank you. Thank you.
So much. That was a handful. I feel like we've eaten dinner this night already. The love is
No,
plenty.
no, no.
Really.
Come and take Fanta. Come and take Fanta. For those of you that have eaten, do not drink.
Everything. Thank you so much. I've learned so much. So I think people raised up their hands initially. I can see Onome's hands are up. Um, I also have a question. I can see Peace's hand up. Oh, please, I want to ask my question first. Then we'll take Peace and Onome. So
All right.
when you were talking, you talked about how we can convert like our followers into like community because we don't know what is going to happen to Instagram and Facebook tomorrow. How exactly can we make these followers into like WhatsApp groups? Is it how you talked about us going into their DMs and connecting to them? Like I was thinking, how can I turn them actually into WhatsApp contacts or Telegram
All
groups?
right. All right. That's a very interesting question. And there are different ways to do it. But the first way to always answer questions like this is to ask yourself that question: what would make you leave Instagram and join someone's WhatsApp group? All right. What would make you leave Instagram and join someone's WhatsApp group? Now, there are different answers and there are different ways. One of the easiest ways is to enter someone's Instagram and tell them directly, oh, join my WhatsApp group. If the person likes you, fine. But the best or most effective way is to offer a value or offer something. When you offer something and you especially make it free, when you offer something free, there is a high chance that people would join. Now, let me give you different things that people have done. I can make a video today and say, you know what, guys, I'm going to be doing a giveaway in my WhatsApp group. If you join my WhatsApp group, every Saturday we do giveaways. All right. Guess what? A lot of people will join, even if they know that the chance of winning the giveaway is at random. But because they know that there is a chance they can win there, they will join. Now, if I talk about content creation and I tell you guys, okay, let me give you a good example. If I tell everybody here that, you know what, I'm going to give you guys more interesting tips in my WhatsApp group, I will not say it here, on how to make 1 million naira. Let me give you a good example, Chidera. If I tell you guys right now that, okay, you know what, I have a WhatsApp group. If you guys join that WhatsApp group, I guarantee you that in 1 month you will make 1 million naira. If you do not, I promise to give you guys 50K each for wasting your time. You see, everybody would want to join. The reason is because I have created a value or an offer for them. So I'm not saying your offer has to be money. Your offer could also be a skill. Your offer could be, you know what, if you join my WhatsApp group, I would connect you. I will tell you how to grow your businesses, individually. I would mentor you. All right, these are skills that you could offer people as well. People just want to be sure that whatever you're offering them there is something that you will not just offer everywhere. And when you create something that they know that, oh, I can get in a group that I'm sure I will not get outside, they would want to join. So it's business specific actually. That's why I cannot give you specific answers. If I know the kind of business that you're offering, I can always tell you. All right. But one thing I know for most personalities is always meet and greet. All right. I'll give you guys tickets to whenever we're going for events. We can go out together. We can see movies together, meet celebrities together. These are some of the things that individual personalities use to get people to join their WhatsApp groups. They always tell you, whenever I'm doing a meet and greet with other celebrities, I can always bring you guys around. Giveaways, there are lots of giveaways. When I started growing my communities, I was giving out like some of the jackets and shirts that I had that I know that were not my size, or people had given. I have a jacket. If you guys want to win, you can come and win it. So depends on what you want to have, what you want to give. But I think the easiest is to enter someone's DM to say, I do more than whatever you see on my social media. Would you like to join my WhatsApp community for so? And some people will say yes, some people will say no. And as you're growing the group on WhatsApp, you're also growing an email list with the emails that you get. So yeah.
Thank you so much. I think we'll have two more questions. So that's Onome, and I think Onome, you can go ahead with your question.
Mute. Okay. Good evening. Thank you so much. It was a really good one. I really enjoyed everything. I couldn't even stand up. I just wanted to concentrate and just get everything. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So my question is, you mentioned getting their numbers and then talking to them. But the question is, most of them just give you their numbers to just, this person is going to disturb me, but just take, don't kill me. Just, I don't know if you're Yoruba, like more of Bama Pami. Do you understand? And me, I'm very blessed in getting, I'm very blessed in networking, but I don't just know how to manage it, more like keeping up with the
Sorry, I'm
community.
not hearing you. I'm very blessed in.
Sorry,
Sorry, I'm not.
What
Onome,
did
I'm
you
very
say?
blessed in.
you're breaking a
You were
bit.
breaking out your words. I heard you say I'm very blessed in something.
Okay. Okay, so I said I'm very blessed in networking because I know how to talk to people. But the thing is, once I leave that room and I get the number, I don't know how to just keep up with the conversation or try to meet up. That's my problem.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Onome. So let me
Thank
just
you.
correct something. Okay, you are blessed at having conversations, not networking, and there is a difference. And I'll tell you why there's a difference. I know people that they know how to start. They know how to meet on the first day, have all the conversation, talk. They get the number and they're like, what do I say now? How do we start that? All right. But the networking is a process. It's not a one day do and then you're done. It continues because the goal of networking is to fulfill a goal. It must be to a benefit at some point. All right. Now, this is what I always say sometimes to people. Um, Rejection is a part of the business. It's a part of it. You must wear your rejection on your sleeves. What I mean is, not everybody would give you their numbers. Not everybody would call you back. However, you stand a chance better than anyone that does not have the number. All right. There are some people that have given me fake numbers. There's some people that have given me wrong numbers. There's some people that have not, they just give you things. All right. Again, this is not because I was toasting girl. I'm just telling you the reality. But my point is, don't always think that, when you meet people, it will always be as easy as, you want it to be. The only thing is, what you're trying to do is, it's a numbers game. You're just trying to get more numbers. All right. If 5 out of 10 gives you their number and is correct and is working, it is better than having zero. Do you get my points? So it's a numbers game. You would always meet people that would be stubborn and not do all those things. You just have to continue and be part of it. There are some people that will probably come and meet you on a mail and ask you for your number. You will not give them, even if you had a brilliant conversation
True.
with them. Exactly. So
Mhm.
it's the same thing. It happens like that everywhere in the world. All right, but you don't feel bad about it. You continue, you keep pushing, because there are other ways to the market, there are other routes. That one person rejecting you does not mean that is the end of the world. Do you understand? It just means your brain has to now
Yeah.
create more other ways. Now, the to answer your question, when you collect someone's number, what I always know the work is the moment you get home, the first thing to do is message the person to say, my name is so 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 so. We met as so 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 so. But guess what? Do not stop there. Attach your picture. Attach your.
Mm.
The reason is because the person has heard so many names that day. So the person may not even remember you as much. But if you took a picture with them after you're done with them, or
Mm.
picture with them, you can say, hey, this is me. Attach your picture. Now, how do you continue the conversation? You continue conversations by asking questions. Do not be the one that has to just answer yes, no, no. Ask questions. The reason when you ask questions is especially questions that do not have yes or no answer. All right, ask questions. Now, avoid questions when I'm talking about the day you get home now. Avoid questions that have to do with what the person went there to talk about that day. No. The reason is because this person is probably stressed, this person is tired, this person is probably going to another event, this person has quite a lot to do. All right. So most of your questions should be, are you home now? Do you have other events, or do you have other events you'll be speaking at? How can I know whenever you have other? Yeah, it depends on saying go to my social media, but you're trying to build a conversation, all right? Then from there, you can start asking questions like, oh, this is after a day or two, all right? Give people breathing space. Don't just be pouring questions on them, pouring questions on them. If they save your number, you know what? That's another thing I always tell people. When I start chatting with numbers with them, you know, on WhatsApp, you can see because the person you have not seen person's profile picture. I'll tell them, please, you haven't saved my number yet. I would like to always follow your WhatsApp status from time to time to see what you're on about. Say it whenever they drop a WhatsApp status.
Mm.
If it's funny, put laughing emoji inside there. Do you understand? Oh, what is
Yeah.
your take? Even if you see something on Instagram or Twitter, what is your take on this? What is your take on Olodo uprising?
Mm.
That, give the person a reason to have a conversation with you as well. And it's also very good that when you're saving people's numbers, you need to ask them, what is your preferred mode of communication? Do you prefer calls? Do you prefer messages? What is the best mode for you? Some people prefer to talk. They don't like typing. Some people prefer sending voice notes. Some people prefer video calls. You need to ask them, oh, when is best to call you? All right. When is best to call you? Or should I call you in the evening? Should I call you in the morning? All right. Me, usually when I'm ending the conversation, I always tell the person when I'll call. So, okay, take care of yourself. Talk to you later. I'll call you later in the evening, say around 8 p.m. Is that cool? I always add it in my conversations when I'm ending the conversation. The reason is because I want you to be prepared that I am going to give you a call today. I want you to be prepared that I'll give you a call tomorrow. So sometimes when you're ending a conversation, this is for business. When you're having friends, you can say, talk to you later. All right. So when you're having a business conversation that has to do with networking, you have to put in time to the next conversation. You end the conversation, you're like, wow, this was really insightful. You know what? Right now I have to go. When next can we continue this conversation? What time? What time? I need to put it on my calendar. Because you know that this is a business conversation. You are networking with this person. You need to keep up. The person will now say, you know what? Whatever time I say, I already know that I've given this person my word. Don't just say, let's talk later. Later does not determine or does not define anything. Do you get? But if I tell the person, you know what? Thank you so much for your time. It was a great conversation. How about we continue this conversation, say, on Friday, 3 p.m.? Can I call you on Friday, 3 p.m.? The person says yes. You tell the person, so the person hears, you know what? Okay, awesome. I'm going to put it in my calendar now so I do not forget. You have already told the person, I've committed, though. You better commit too. Do you understand my point, Onome?
Yes, I do.
All right. So I think those are ways that you can always start conversations. One of the things you can easily do is to just bring in trending topics, ask them for their own take. Just tell them, oh, based on the kind of person you are, I think you're very intelligent. Don't forget to always raise their ego. Just say, please, what's your take
Mm.
on this? To hear your thoughts on this. I would like to learn. I would like to be or think more like you. I would like to hear your thoughts on this as well. If the person drops a WhatsApp status, just drop it as well. If you started the conversation during the event about shoes, you can drop a shoe and say, what do you think about this shoe? Do you think do you like this kind of shoes? You know, But yes, but try not to talk about the events the person went for that day. Don't start saying, when you talk about this, the person will just be very tired. Sometimes when we are done with the events, we don't want to talk about it again. We just want to move to something else. Remember, the person is a human being like you too. So speak about things human beings will speak about. Don't make the person feel like, oh, I'm a robot. And yeah, that's
Hmm.
basically it.
Thank you so much. That was so fantastic. I really appreciate. Thank you.
I hope this fantastics.
You.
Oh my god, I can be so, guys. For those of you that don't know me, I sincerely apologize. I know some of you here probably know me and you hold me in high esteem. I am not as serious as you probably think I am. I am a very, I don't use word useless, but I can be like this most of the time. Do you get? I'm not really serious. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For those of you that will probably just thought, oh, Edgar is a very, serious person. I'm not. I'm very unserious. Most times I'm always very unserious. I'm trying my best. I promise to do better next time. I promise to do better next time. I will do better next time. All right. Yeah, I think I'm probably done.
Okay, Peace has a question. Peace. I think that'll be the
Oh yeah,
last.
go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead, please.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Edgar. Jesus, I was just smiling through my journey down home. People are in the boat like, what's wrong with this girl? Oh my God! Thank you so much for pouring yourself so much to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so my question, I really don't know how to put it, but this is it. For someone that has passion for so many things in the media space, right? I'm a voiceover artist. I'm a presenter, red carpet host, event host. Like I can do all of this, so how do I manage this? And you know how what they say now, the money or the income or the gig doesn't come like every now and then. Would you advise somebody to just say, okay, let me streamline and channel my energy to this and just follow one line so that people will know you for this and call you for this? Or should you just keep pushing and pulling everything all together? That's one. Secondly, before you go, I want to shoot my shot, dear Edgar. I've not met you, but I know your hands up. All right, so jokes apart. I have a podcast that I'm currently building or working on, and I would love to have you on the show if you do not mind. I just shoot my shots, and I'm gonna mute my mic now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. First of all, I think I would answer the last two questions that you talked about. Please send me how do I do it now? You can just send a message to Ifoma. I think she has my direct WhatsApp line. Yeah, and tell me what your podcast is about, or send me an email, edgar@checkedgar.com. Let me know what your podcast is about. If it's something that aligns with whatever I like to talk about, why not? Sure, I'll probably come on your podcast. Yes. Then the last question, I want to take the last question. What was the last question before the main question? Because I know what you asked the first question. You said, well, after you talked about the podcast, you asked another question.
No, it was just that. It was just the whole passion thing and how to streamline. And that was my only question.
Okay. So I like the question that you asked, please. The reason is because it is a very important question. One of the biggest issues that we have as creatives, even if most people do not know that we have this problem, is the moment you can do 7, 8, 10 things, it becomes a problem because you don't even know the one to do. If you were born with just one skill or just one thing, you know that, okay, this is what God has asked you to do, and just do one thing. It's always easier. You know that, okay, I just want to be a presenter. That's the only thing I know how to do. But when you have so many other things, it becomes hard. I have the answer, but please, what I would say you would do for me right now, I'm with my phone. Um, can you list out the things that you do? I don't want to give a random answer. I want to tell you what to do. All right. So list out the things that you do one after the other slowly for me. I wasn't muted. Jesus. I thought I was wrong.
No. We were hearing you. We were hearing you perfectly.
Oh, okay, yeah, please.
She's
No. I want you. Okay, she's writing into the comment. Yes.
Yes.
Do you want it to be audio or do you want me to type it out?
Yes. Just say it out. Say it out. Don't worry.
Okay, so red carpet host,
Okay, so let's just say.
podcaster. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let's just say hosting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Podcast.
Mhm.
All right.
Voiceover artist or voiceover.
Voiceovers.
Mm.
Okay, voiceovers. Okay, yes, what else?
Event hosting. Okay, or do we categorize it?
Hosting, yeah.
Hosting. I think that's it. Red carpet,
All right.
event hosting. Okay, that's it.
All right. This is I wish I wish you could even we could even add more. All right, let's try and make it harder because this is quite easy, and I'll tell you why it's easy. Let's add more. Let's say you love to video edit as well. Okay, can we add video editing as well? Hello, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hello.
Yes, I am. But yes, I am.
Okay.
But I'm not. I'm not very good video editor. I just want to use an example.
Yeah, we're just using an example. I'm trying to make it more complex so that
Okay.
yes, because your case is actually easier than you think it is. All right, so let's say somebody is a host. The person loves to host programs. The person is a podcaster. The person is a voiceover artist. The person is a video editor, and the person is a script writer. All right, so the person is doing this five. Now, let me tell you the problem that you would have. The problem you would have is your brain begins to tell you, okay, you know what, you should pick one, do one, pick one, do one, and forgo the others. But I wouldn't say that. Instead, I would say that when you're creating do you know what a content calendar is? Is peace there? All right, let me just say
I
this.
do. Yes, I do.
So when you're creating your content calendar, the first thing you want to do is um you don't want to be content specific. What I mean is you don't want to be that person that is, oh, I want to be showing my hosting gigs, I want to be showing my podcast. You want to be human specific. And let me give you your answer, Pierce. You're hosting podcaster voiceover. You love to talk. All right. Hosting voiceover and podcast. You love to talk. I can clearly see that from those three. All right. So what you should do is brand yourself as the lady who loves to talk, that expresses herself through different mediums. All right. So what that means is when you are creating your content calendar, you are not going to be showing me just Peace, who is doing hosting. No, you are showing me Peace, the lady that talks at events. Peace, the lady that talks through podcasts. Peace, the lady that talks through voiceovers. All right. So what that means is you have created an identity for your brand, and every other thing directly falls under it. So your content calendar could look like something like this. On Monday, what you could be probably telling us is how you prepare for your hosting gigs. All right. Now make your content more you specific than the content itself. You see, when you start showing us more about how you prepare for your hosting gigs, people get to love you, the lady who talks, more. All right. On Tuesday, you can tell us how you script your podcasts. You've already started telling us things about your podcast, so we already get to see the part of how you write. So even if anything comes in as if anybody sees your brand over time, they will not see you as someone that is scattered. What they would see is Peace loves to talk through different medium. All right, so that is the brand that you have built. You build the I love to talk kind of person. All right, so it's not like, oh, today you are saying I'm a podcaster, tomorrow I'm a host, I'm this. You just, oh, my name is Peace and I love to talk. I talk through different means. All right. Do you see how you tie everything into one space? All right. Now, when you do all that, the beauty for you is now that when you're trying to share yourself to people on social media, you now tell them, when I am not doing my talking, when I am not doing the talking I love to do, these are the things I do by the side. All right. I love to video edit during my free time. So it means that video edit becomes your secondary, identity, where people begin to know you more as someone who loves to talk. So instead of presenting yourself as what do you do? I'm a host, I'm a this, I'm a that. No, put them under the umbrella of what they all do or they all have in common, and present yourself as that person that can do those things. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
Show us, yeah. So just show us more of you. We want to see more of you. Let us love Peace, the lady that talks. We're not just talking about the hosting now or podcasting now or voiceovers now. No, let us love Peace and let us see her process. All right. So at some point, people will start asking you to come and host for them. So when you host for them, of course, show the hosting on Instagram from time to time, but also let us know the process behind that, because it's the process that we love. Do you get? So your case is actually very easy, because you just, all that you do involves talking. So build your brand around the person who loves to talk. Hosting is, you're going to talk at some point. Podcasting has you to talk at some point. All right. So when you own that name, peace, I love to talk. That is who I am. I am a creative who talks. I talk through hosting. I talk through emceeing events. I talk through podcasts. I talk through voiceovers. All right. So whatever money comes, it's still under the same bracket. It still lines accordingly, or whatever you want to do.
Wow,
All
you
right.
just give me two brand names now. I didn't know. Thank you
You
so
see now?
much.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. So I think someone else raised their hand just to be sure. I saw someone. Okay. I think person has put it down. But yeah, I think that's basically it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Edgar, for the insightful session. I've learned so much from here. So I've been looking at your wall. Like, I like your background. I don't know if it's the paper wall. I don't know. Is it like the print? Is it like your wall? I don't know. Is that a wall?
Yes, it is a wall. It is a wall. It's a wallpaper. There's a wallpaper on the wall.
I like the stripes. I think I have like a nice painting that can go on the wall. But how can I get it through to you? I have a
Wait. What?
I
You,
have a painting that will fit your
oh, you,
wall.
you, you can't see. Let me tell you something about stealing from a thief. Yeah. Do you know that to steal from thieves are one of the like smartest people in this world? Oh? It's me. You are telling me you like my wall. Wow. People are shooting shots at me. I want to say, okay, I like you. I think I heard that you're single. I really like you. Tell me you like my wall. It's my wall that you're liking. Can
No,
I use
you
my
don't
own trick?
understand. I have
My
a
trick
real
on me.
painting
Hey
that can
God.
go with your wall. But I
Yeah,
don't know how to
show me the
get
painting.
it to you.
Show me the painting now. You don't have
Is
the painting on your phone. You don't have the painting on your phone.
I don't have it on my phone, but
I think we are going out of the reason why we started this call. Oh. I think we are going out already.
All right, don't worry. Yes, what I think you can do is, of course, reach out. I mean, Chidera, you know how to get my number now, of course. So I'll always send that to you, so you can send me the painting. See
Please, what's
favor,
your
guys. Yeah.
IG?
Okay.
What's
All
your
right.
IG number?
It's check Edgar. Check Edgar with an extra R. Check Edgar. Yeah, and please,
All right,
guys, listen to my
I'll follow
podcast
you
title.
now.
Thank you. Yeah, send me a message. Just send me a message or a DM that you're from here, and I'll follow you back. Um,
All right.
Also, I would also say that check out my podcast, Why Am I Still Single? I promise you guys, if you guys don't like my podcast, listen to my podcast. If you don't like it's just audio. You can listen to it while you're going to work, while you are at the gym, you're doing whatever you're doing, your house chores and all the rest. If you don't like my podcast, if you feel like my podcast is not entertaining enough, or you don't enjoy my podcast, it's titled Why Am I Still Single? It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and checkedgar.com on my website. All right. If you don't like my podcast, I promise I'll give you a crate of egg. I have a farm. Check Edgar Farms. It's based in Ibadan. This is not even a joke. I promise to give you a crate of egg if you do not find my podcast interesting. All right. Listen to the last episode or any episode and tell me. If you don't find it interesting, you guys can always find me. Yes, I will give you a crate of egg. Okay, I promise.
Hi,
That's my
Edgar.
that's my promise.
Hi, Edgar. For my,
Yes,
can
hi.
you hear me?
Hey, Ifeoma, you're welcome, yo,
I've been
yo,
here
yo.
since. I've been here from the beginning. I'm the one hosting the meeting.
I didn't know. I didn't know that you were
No, I always like to give my
here.
speakers like you should just like enjoy yourself, like have fun. So I'm going to
Sorry.
just do a little game. Yeah. If you want Edgar to come back, show me with emojis. Show me that. Like just send emojis if you want Edgar to come back. Edgar, you're
Wow.
coming back. Oh. You they come back actually. So
I love I'll always come back whenever you guys need me.
so
Let's
why
talk about
why
more.
why I encouraged everybody to join this meeting because Edgar trained my I had a session to train my presenters for cohort 4 and it was one of the most amazing sessions that I had in cohort 4. Edgar, in as much as Edgar is funny and he brings humor to his teachings, Edgar knows what he's talking about. And I'm not just hyping him up because he's my brother and my friend, but Edgar knows what he's talking about. Edgar is grounded. Edgar, and I'm not telling it for your saying it for your head to blow. I've known Edgar for a very long time, and Edgar is a very grounded human being, right? So we are going to upload this class on YouTube, and you can go and listen to it again. And peace, well done, because one of the things that people should always know is that when you have opportunities like this, you shoot your shots. Like the highest anybody will tell you, to be very honest, is no, but you've made your mark in that person's mind, right? So always shoot your shot. So peace, well done, congratulations. I trust Edgar. Edgar is someone that keeps his word, to be very honest. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it. So I hope it's something that he comes on, right? So thank you so much, Edgar. Thank you so much. You're such an amazing person for doing
Thank
this and pouring into yourself, pouring into other people. I don't think any other person would have taught networking the way you did. To
thank
be
you.
very
Thank you.
honest, I don't think any other I won't even be able to teach networking the way you did. Like, you
Thank you
made
so
it so easy to understand. There were so many points. We're going to drop some points. We've already quickly done graphics of some points that Edgar made. Or I'm going to kind of drop it on our Instagram page right now. So thank you so much, Edgar. God bless you.
much. Thank you so
And I'm
much.
going to send his podcast to the community group. So please do your
Please.
best to follow. I'm going to send his page also to the community group. Do your best to follow him. Edgar is a creative. Everybody claims now that I'm a creator, I'm a creator. Edgar is a creator. If you follow Edgar, I don't know, there was a time he used to do this whole he wraps up the month in a video in I'm like, bro, what goes on in your freaking head? Edgar is that talented, so I think you should follow him. I think you shouldn't miss the opportunity to network with him. So thank you so much, Edgar. We appreciate you at Creators Corner. God bless you so
Thank you. Yeah,
so
thank you. Yes.
much. And you guys, don't miss next week. I'm not going to tell you people who is coming next week, but trust me, you do not want to miss next week. You don't. Once we drop that, we'll let you know on Wednesday who is coming next week, but don't miss it. I'm not going to beg anybody, to be very honest. If you like, don't join. I'm not going to beg anybody. But thank you. Thank you guys so much. Chidera, thank
Oh,
you.
Madam
Well
Ify, can I
done.
see
This
your
was so
face, please? Can
impromptu.
you show us your face?
My face. You people know my face now, eh? My face. Eh?
I don't know your face,
Abeg.
oh. I don't know your
Don't
face.
worry. Edgar will tell you my face. Edgar will show you my face. Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you so much. So, Chidera, thank you so much. You did such an amazing job hosting
Yeah.
this. It was so
My
impromptu,
queen,
but you
Edgar did not
killed it.
accept my own shot. I was shooting my shot. He didn't accept my own.
That
And
you
I,
send him picture.
I was saying, let me see the before you want to put on my wall first, and I'll accept.
Actually,
Why not
he said you people will talk on chat.
on WhatsApp? Yeah, on
okay.
WhatsApp. It's cool.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much. Edgar, thank you so much. We've taken so much of your time. God bless
But
you. God
I
bless
have
you.
taken too much of your time as well, and I sincerely apologize for those of you
No,
that want to
no,
be here.
your time was very valuable. I
Thank
mean,
you. Thank
tomorrow
you
is
so much.
Saturday. So tomorrow is a hangout for people that are not coming. I see you, I beef you. No one. But thank you guys so much. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye, guys. God bless. God doesn't lie.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.